Hi, it's me, Grow Lottie Grow, and it's been a long old time since I did a plot tour, but I'm back, hooray! I've been really busy. I had a course that ran from September last year through till, beginning of May, so I've not had the chance really to spend much time in the allotment until this month, and I finally caught up with myself a little bit, so got a bit more in the ground and I feel happy sharing what I've done. So here's a plot tour. So this year I've put 6 new dahlias in my first bed at the front, and I have surrounded those with different types of interesting cosmos. On the left hand side I've got Cosmos Cupcake, Cosmos Double Click in the middle, and I've got Cosmos Double Dutch White on this right hand side. Dahlias are a bit slow progress, but and the one on the left hand side has been a bit attacked by slugs, but I'm hoping they will catch up soon. The bed over on this side I've got as courgettes. I've only gone for yellow soleil courgettes this year because the green ones drive me bonkers when they hide in the undergrowth and you don't see them until they're marrows. And then I've got Tondo de Piquenza as well, so I've got 2 Tondo de Piquenza and 3 soleil, and I've picked one of the Tondos today. You can see it's in my truck. I've got a bed of potatoes there. I forget what varieties I've got Pentland Javelin and 2 others, and then this is what I've been working on this week. I've got my squash and pumpkin beds, and my idea is to hopefully at this weekend create a tunnel between them so the pumpkin and squash can grow up the tunnel, and fingers crossed you'll be able to walk through it. So I've got 10 varieties of squash and pumpkin. I have, oh no, that's not true. No, that's not true. I've got 6 varieties. So I've got Butternut Hunternet F1, which I grew last year and went really well. I've got Bottle Gourd, so I've got 4 of those, and I don't know whether they'll be edible or not, but they look amazing. And you can turn them into bird houses. And then I have got another one I forget the name of here on the left. I'll look it up. And then on the other side I've got the more pumpkin-y looking squashes. So I've got the Turk's Turban, I have got a Maxima, or it's an Uriki, I can't remember how you call it, and then I've got the Turk's Turban, oh, the Rouge de Fife de Tompe, or whatever that's called, the French sounding one. So hopefully they're all going to grow up over my tunnel as well. But you can see I've done the sandcastles and moats for all of my squashes, courgettes and pumpkins this year. The asparagus bed, well, we've made a change to it this year, so we've got this gauzy type, what's it called, dog wire there, with the hope that it will be more supportive to our asparagus ferns and it will tip over less. And I planted an ornamental foxglove in the corner. That's new. It's quite pretty. Bees have been liking that. And then the return of the rainbow pea support, that's back. I've got 2 types of snap pea growing up that. On the left hand side there I've got Nairobi, which I grew last year, and this closer side I've got something called, I think it's called Jessie. It's also a snap pea. What I've done is I've planted a row of seedlings that I grew at home, but I've also planted underneath, or sown underneath those seedlings, a row on each side of pea seeds, so there'll be a second picking coming up through there hopefully. I've got 2 wigwams of dwarf Barlotti beans. I don't really need the wigwams because they're dwarf, but they're in anyway, they're protected a bit more perhaps like that. My mixed climbing beans were a disaster. Seedlings from home. I planted 2 lots and neither of them came up, so I've sown some more now in the ground directly, and I've also planted out some Morning Glory, which is an idea I saw at another allotment plot last year. So most of the plants you can see there are actually Morning Glory. There's only 3 French climbers in that lot, so hopefully the beans will catch up, otherwise it's just going to be a flower arch this year. Then, exciting new thing that I've introduced is my sweet potato greenhouse. So it's a little mini greenhouse I bought when we went to Holland in April. It was 29 euros I think, and it's a lovely and toasty and warm for my sweet potatoes in there. So I've got 6 plants of 3 varieties. I'll open it up. Here we go, we're in. So I've got 3 types of sweet potato. I've got sweet potato burgundy, I've got 6 of those. Sweet potato bonita, I've got 6 of those. And then at the far end I've got sweet potato Beauregard and 6 of those as well. And we eat sweet potatoes every week during the winter. Lots of recipes for sweet potatoes, so I'm hoping those will do a bit better this year and we'll have lots of those to eat. Then we've got there my salad bed. It's a bit behind. I've got quite a few rows of seedlings in there, different types, but I've got a second half of my bed to fill there. But that's fine because, you know, you can work through then into sowings that will come up later in the year. September time's fine for salad. Even into October we're eating salad quite regularly. So all sorts of different ones there. I've got, for example, lettuce Rosa de Trento. I've got some pak choy. I've got some red basil. I've got some mizuna in there now as well. So I've got a good variety. This one here is last year's dahlia bed. There were new plants last year, and there's some gladioli in there too, and some sweet peas coming through at the end. This is the kids' sunflower bed, and the bottom layer there I've got some of those Ganzinia plants. Last year I bought a single plant for £5, and I also bought a packet of seeds with something like 25 or 30 seeds in it for £3 something. That's what you can see around there, so that would have cost me, what, £50 worth of plants if I'd bought them as plants. Beetroot bed, we've got 3 types of beetroot going on. I've got the Chioggia, that's the red and white stripy one that you can see on all the Michelin star dinner plates. I've got Boltardi, it's the regular, and then I've got on this bed some rainbow, and I've got half a bed left to sow there too. Oh dear, this was going to be my carrot bed, but it's not planted yet, obviously. I need to catch up with myself on that one. Then I've got my more wild bed there with lots of insects and wild animal life and the mini pond. I haven't seen any frogs yet, but maybe there's something going to happen there soon. I shall be keeping my eyes open. Then the kids' beds are looking a bit overgrown. They're mainly strawberries and foxgloves. They're getting lots and lots of strawberries though, and as am I on my 6 metre long strawberry bed. Absolutely tons of them. I've spent half an hour picking strawberries yesterday, and I gave some away, and we ate some for dinner, and we had some for breakfast, and we've still got loads left. So it's that time of year for strawberries. It won't last long, we need to enjoy it. It's my asparagus bed, the giant asparagus, crazy asparaguses, but those are now growing up to become the ferns. Got rhubarb at the end. I need to pick some more of that. I've made some rhubarb and vanilla jam in the last week, which is my absolute favourite. I love it. My raspberries have gone a bit berserk, and I need to spend some time actually thinning them a little bit because I'm not going to be able to get down the middle. So I've got my summer raspberries here, and then my autumn ones next to them, and that there is supposed to be a path down the middle. I don't think I'm going to get down there, so I need to spend some time maybe this weekend thinning those out a little bit so that there's at least some space for me to get down the middle to pick. And then the blueberry cage, so there's still the same plants in here, 13 plants, 10 varieties. Got my pink lemonade, that's got the fewest berries on it out of all of them, I have to say. Ozark blue, it's looking good, there's quite a few berries on that one. Jersey, it's got tons of berries, and those are the ones that have quite the big fat blueberries, so we're looking forward to those turning. And then I've got pink lemonade here again with quite, well, just a bit of a measly amount. Chandler, about average number of berries maybe. Early blue's looking good. I like the way that one's spread quite nicely. And there's my grapevine growing up, that's Pinot Blanc, and there are some tiny little grapes on there, but I don't think we'll be eating or drinking those this year. That's blueberry Brigitta, it's got quite a few smaller berries. These are the berries, the Liberties, that are just massively behind after being trapped in transit for a long time last year when I ordered them online. This is blueberry blue crop. It's got tons of berries on it as well. It's nice. This one's looking a bit sparse. This is Darrow. Yeah, this one's not done so well. Now last year this one had lots of big berries, but it's looking like it's maybe dried out a little bit. I need to give that one a good water. Patriot's looking very yellow, which is odd. Don't know if that's what's supposed to happen or not, but looking very yellow. And then the last one is Liberty, and that one's got tons and tons of little tiny berries on it. I actually prefer the big plump ones. So that's the blueberry cage. I had a friend come through here earlier and she said it was like coming to Wisley when she came into my blueberry cage, so I felt quite proud when she said that. So that's it really, that's the tour of what's going on at the moment. It is the 13th of July. Yeah, I'll speak to you again soon.